Hey y'all, it's Melissa at Messy Missy Creates. I want to introduce you to somebody. This is Leo. You've seen him before, or maybe you didn't. I did this first page, Material Girl. I did this page. This is the new Gluebook. We named him in the live that I did. Let's see. I think I worked on the live, I did Magazine Harvest, and I primarily worked in my color glue book. But then we came and worked in this, and everybody, well, there was several nominations for names, but I think Leo kind of won out. Because, let's see, Kari at the Concrete Butterfly pointed out that Leo stands for let everything out. So Leo had already been in my head when I would work in this book or look at it or think about it. So it got voted in, and Leo is his name. And it's one of the big Artist Loft from Michael's, a sketchbook. It's got kind of a wood grain finish, but it's almost like that. If you've never seen one, it almost is like a soft, I want to say a material feel, but it's not material. Anyway, I don't know if he's going to get decorated, the cover or whatever. I don't know how glue will stick to it, although the sticker seems to be sticking quite well. So, and I pulled the other stickers off. I can't remember how many pages he has in them, but probably, I think it was like 75 or 80. But anyway, so this is Leo, and I thought we could work in Leo today. I know that I need to spread out and alternate front to back, but at the end of the live, I found this page right here, this background, and I need to put a strip of something up here, maybe washi or something, and I glued it in, and all I did was turn to the next page. I was so eager to get started, and anyway, so I will have to, on the next page, I'll have to go to the back or whatever. It's so that the spine stays intact. So this is the only thing that's glued in. Oh, and I see a bubble. Well, darn it. It's too late to get that out because that's been a couple weeks ago. So that bubble's in there. That bubble is now an official part of Leo. So I had found a couple of images that I liked. This image, it is Whoopi Goldberg dressed as the Statue of Liberty, if you can't tell. And I thought that was really cute. I think I had it deemed to go in on a green page in my glue book, and it didn't get put in there. So I had this image, and though I really love it right there, it also, I like this pattern. If you can see it, it kind of gives a retro vibe to me. It's kind of the avocado green and gold and brown. And so I didn't want to completely hide that. So I haven't made 100% decisions, but I've been looking through my stuff, and I have found some things that, well, that I think kind of go with the page. So we started with this. I kind of like the boots by the door, and we're running with that. And I have some French fries here somewhere. Here we go. And at first I liked the French fries behind her, and that kind of covers up that little pink, that pink chair. That pink to me stands out. It doesn't belong there. So I liked that, but then I kind of put it up here, and I thought, well, I kind of like that too. I was looking for something to come from this left side. So this bag of sweet potato chips, the only way I could do that is make them go upside down. So I didn't like that. Found this can of Del Monte pineapple chunks. Wasn't madly in love with that. Some of the things that I found were so big that they covered up this whole section, so I didn't want to go there. This I liked. but it overpowered the page unless I split it. So I'm going to turn this into a 2-page spread. That was the long and the short of that. But then I found this little laundry basket when I was sitting here later that weekend, or last weekend, I think, cutting out Gluebook images. And that's why the fries kind of got bumped to up here. And kind of like that. I still love this bag of chips, but I don't want to give up that pattern. I like that pattern. And so I needed to cover, there's some words right here. So I really needed something to kind of overlap her anyway. So, and this doesn't quite reach the edge of the page. So having something here, whether it be this stack of laundry, I kind of thought that fit. It was in the kind of the right color scheme. I know I'm probably overthinking this, but this is how I want to do this. I like to let the page build gradually. So, you know, I'm going to just kind of play around with it. To me, that's part of the fun. So, I haven't decided between the boots and the laundry. That's kind of up for grabs. And I'm going to set the rest of this to the side. Now, I did find this image that I really like. It kind of has that retro vibe too. But I love this pattern. I was going to cut out this little thing of goldfish. And that's perfect, right? I don't know how to quite get all those little goldfish in there without getting a bunch of this pattern in there. And it's obviously way too big to go over that. So I haven't decided how I'm going to cut this down yet. So that's why I haven't cut it out. But it also has that little tinge of pink in there, which ties into that little tinge of pink in that chair. So I'm leaning heavily towards that. This page on the left, I just thought I'd catch up to speed with where my mind was going here. This page kind of had that retro comfort feeling to me. It's just pillows and it's in kind of that same color scheme. There's no green in this, but there's like this rust color and this kind of orangey color. Well, actually it isn't even in that, but that gold is in here. And it only has this one little circle that I have to contend with. So I'm going to set these off to the side for just a second. I went ahead and glued this. Let's see how I wasn't sure if I was going to put this on this page or I may have this somewhere up here. So this kind of took on a life of its own. It sort of took on a food, and I mean, with the exception of the Statue of Liberty, I don't know how that ties in, but it doesn't have to make sense. I mean, to me, a page tells a story. It doesn't have to make sense necessarily. I'm looking for my glue paper, because I want to go ahead while I'm talking and get this page glued on. And I want to put a sheet of this wax paper right here. Okay. And while I glue. So, and I've had to really flatten this out, and that is probably why they say move around a little bit, because it will degrade your spine after a period of time if you don't spread around how you're working in it. So, we'll do that next time. You can remind me. And I thought I might get to do this one in a live, but that's not going to happen today, and I'm ready to do it. So, I thought, well, I'll just turn on the camera, and we'll do this in video form, and I'll do another page on a live. I say we, and I think everybody that was on the live with me enjoyed doing that. The harvesting the Gluebook images and working in the Gluebook a little bit. One thing that we always talk about when we harvest Gluebook images and people watch the videos afterwards, we always look and like, oh, I would have taken that one. Oh, you missed one. Oh, you missed one. So, I think that it went rather well. And I think everybody enjoyed being a part of the process, because they did from time to time say, hey, don't forget that image, or what about that image, or no, move that a little bit over here, or whatever. And I think it went quite well. This is a bone folder from Dress My Craft. I got it from MayMayMadeIt.com. If you've never seen Maymay Made It's videos, she has a very large YouTube channel. She is primarily a craft card maker, and she makes folios, and she's made a lot of things over the years, but that seems to be the primary gist of it these days. Okay, I need to trim. Oh, I never trimmed this page right here, so I'm going to have to trim them both at the same time. That could be interesting. Yeah. Probably should have done... Well, it's not that big of a deal. I had done this top part of this page. I think the only thing I hadn't trimmed was this clock. So that went okay. Nobody got hurt. Everybody survived that. One thing that I did not do, and I just did my watch, well, back up and get a running start. I just did my Washi switch over video and pulled out all of my, not this basket. This is like more of my Collage washi. Like this is a thing of Tim Holtz washi. So I was looking for something that kind of fit the retro bill. And I'm liking, no, I don't want to use that. It actually has a shape to it. I like the little wood grain and the rainbows, but it has a shape. I don't need a shaped washi. This one might work because I only need a very thin piece. So I'm going to use either this one or this one, I think. Oh, I could use this one. Let's try them on and see what we think. Okay, definitely don't want cheetah print. So I don't have my big bin of washi is what I'm trying to say. I put it back up like a responsible crafter, not thinking that I was about to make this page and might want it. So, oh, I like this one, but it keeps tearing. Okay, funny story. I've heard, this isn't the funny part. I've heard that if it gets like this and it tears, that you can put it in the microwave for a few seconds and it will help it not to do that. Okay, so here comes the funny part. So I had posted the video of switching out my washi to my February washi, and I guess the thumbnail picture that I put on there made somebody think that I had my washi in the freezer. And that started a very comical conversation that I laughed and I laughed and I laughed. So the two of you that have been, we've been having this conversation. Darn it, because I really like that too. I don't have time to go put it in the microwave. So I'm going to have to move on from this one. Okay, I really liked it though. All right, let's try this one. Anyway, they said that, didn't know if I knew something that they didn't about putting washi in the freezer. And I said, no, it's just that white tray that I have, and I'm assuming that's what it looked like. She said it looked like I was shelling peas. And I'm assuming that the white tray, maybe that was part of it. And it was, green washi in the image. And that maybe that tray looked like a freezer tray or something. the white tray that I store some of my washi in is actually a silverware tray. And so I can see how that could be. Yeah, I like that. I could see how that could get, you know, mistaken for a freezer tray. So I don't know if it was that part of it or something else. But anyway, I laughed so hard. So ladies, thank you. Well, I say ladies. I'm assuming you're ladies. That might not have been a good thing for me to assume. But I laughed so hard. So thank you very, very much for that giggle this morning. Okay. I apparently have not trimmed that back side of that page either. Well, well, well. Now, it may be that we're going to cover up. I wasn't necessarily going to worry about this putting washi up here and here to begin with, because I know that part of it's going to get covered up, but I figured it's better to go ahead and cover that and then put the other pieces down and then just let part of that washi show. I really like that choice though. And I really love it over here. I don't know how well you can see that, but that really, well, there you go. Now you might be able to see it. That really goes nicely with these colors right here. Okay. So now we have to decide where some of these things are going. And then this part right here, she's going to cover up. So I know she's going here, so I might as well glue her down. But I like to get, because I'm not one that works in my glue book. I don't glue a piece down and then come back and glue another piece down. I like to do it more, pardon my reach there, because I might come back and want this under her. And if I glue her down, I can't do that. I don't have that option. So I waited to do this until I knew I had everything where I wanted it to go. And I don't know, is that still considered glue booking? I mean, I'm told there's no real rules, so I don't see why it wouldn't be. Is it more collage than it is glue booking? You can call it whatever you want. But that's how I like to do it. So I like this. I'm not 100% sure. I think this might go on another page, though it is gorgeous. It's huge. And I can definitely see it right there, splitting that. But it does overpower the page. And, I mean, come on. We have Whoopi and a, what is that called? Statue of Liberty. You know, she's the Statue of Liberty. So, she's kind of running the show over here. So, I do have this. It's just a hand holding a coffee cup because I kind of had a comfort theme going here. So I thought that might, it's just little. I mean, it could go over here too. But I don't like it over there as much as I like it over here. So I'm going to tentatively put that there. No, I'm pretty sure that's going there. Let's see. The boots are something I still haven't decided 100% on. I mean, this laundry basket could go over here if it needed to. I did cut, this I'm pretty sure is going to go here. And this might be the more comfort page than this one. But anyway, I did find these little, are you in frame? Okay, sort of. I almost ran you out of frame, though. I did find these little bottles of dressing that I kind of like there. It wasn't coming down from the side of the page, but it definitely is coming. Do you know how hard it is to find an image that starts on the left-hand side of the page? I looked through multiple magazines, and I had a very hard time finding something that ran off the left side of the page. or started on the left side. So this one could go up here somewhere. And then we have our words for the page. Not that Milky Way has anything to do with this page. But, you know, they're words and they're images. So, and I kind of like them. I don't want to cover up that. I don't want to cover up this pillow right here completely because I like that color. And see, this is why I didn't glue that down already. Now, I could start it at the washi, or I could go all the way to the top up here. So I'll probably, if I do that, I go all the way to the top. I like that where it is. I like that where it is. And if I'm not over the moon about the bottles of dressing, I like them, but I'm kind of liking that better. Is that too many things that are like spilling onto the page, so to speak? This little can of pineapple chunks probably is not going to make the page at all. I had a little plate of asparagus just in case I needed something in that top corner. Not in love with it, although the colors turn out great. If I didn't want the laundry basket, they could go here, but I kind of like the laundry basket better than the asparagus. So I'm going to set that to the side. I'm going to set the fries back up here. They cover a little bit of that wall, but not all of it. They cover a little piece of that. I like that light fixture. So I didn't want to cover it completely. And I'm going to thumb through. This is my little basket of green fussy cuts. And I had these. Now, I can go back and trim those up better if I need to. They're little light fixtures. And I thought if we just needed some green, they're like those little hangy lights. So I thought if we needed some little dabs of green over here. I have a third one somewhere. Oh, look. This one could go here. I've got to either trim that washi or it's bulky right there. Okay. And it was keeping my picture from going all the way to the edge there. Okay, so if I do that, it's going to kind of go up against, it's flat, so it kind of has to go, but it does tie the two pages together, and I can still use that if I want to. Definitely like that there, and it covers up, well, it can come down a little bit. It covers up this little circle right here, so that can go there. And the other thing, I have an umbrella, and it's green. I kind of like it. It's a little big. It's definitely not proportional to the page. Well, I could overlap it like that if I wanted to. And, you know, by the door right here would be a good place to keep the umbrella. But anyway, I have this sold sign. I don't know that I like it all that much, but I thought it's worthy of a try on the page. Because, you know, we could be sold on this whole page, right? This whole comfort thing. Oh, here's a little piece of, what is that? Brussels? No. I think it's the top to an asparagus, isn't it? Anyway, if we need it to fill a patch of hole somewhere. I haven't completely fussy cut out the circle, but if we needed it, we have it. Have some bracelets. Oh, there's more asparagus. Yay. I don't even eat the stuff, to be honest with you. I don't want to disrupt. The page is really full enough, honestly, to me, at this point. I have a pan, a little pot. I could put it on the table right there and cover up that little fruit thing, and it's almost as large as the table. So to me, that's a bonus because it looks disproportionate. I like things to look purposely disproportionate, if that makes sense. There's a little cue ball thing, not a cue ball, but a, oh, what do you call that? Here's a little Girl Scout vest. I don't think we need. I did consider putting this little boy eating ice cream on this side, but then when I realized that fit there, I really like the potato chips. Although the boy on top of the potato chips is really cute, but it hides so much of those chips, and I really like that bag of chips. But he definitely has to go on a corner like that. So he might just, he and his cuteness might just make a different page. I have this, which I thought looked good on this page. I could, or it might look good on that page. I kind of like that better than I like the French fries, and I really liked the French fries. But I kind of like that up there. That's sort of retro. It's that retro Pyrex. Seeing how we seem to have a little bit of a retro theme going here. See, I had another one of those. This one comes from the left side, from the right side of the page. This one would just hang out like at the top of the page, which I think that roll is full, unless we stick this up here. Take this one off and bring the French fries back. What do we think of that? I think that might be a bit much. It hides that. Man, I really like those fries up there too, but I really like that better. Okay, so much for my little food theme. I have a broccoli heart. I have some, well, I could share. I have this green purse. Those green glasses, but they're really, I'm saving those for something. Some words, a couch that doesn't match. It's kind of like a teal green. Here's a green, oh, a go-go boot. Huh. No, I think it's a little big. It hides all those chairs. I don't really want it to be that. But I do like it on this page. It has potential. We'll leave it up here. How about some EVOO? It matches, but I think I like the boots better. It makes more sense to me, I think. I don't know what that is. Here's a little cup. It's more of a teal color, though. And have a bed that would look very disproportionate. That might be even too disproportionate for my liking. I tend to like things like this bag of potato chips is clearly as big as these pillows, so I like that look. This one probably a little too small. So I think that we have, ooh, I'm 28 minutes in. My goodness gracious. And I had everything cut out and ready to go. I'm just yammering. But I'm just looking. I like this part too. I have some little green froggy boots. They're not exactly the, oh, maybe they are. Uh-oh, maybe they won. Because they are precious. Are they not? Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. I think I'm going to put this back in this basket. Except I need to get out these yellow boots. And I need to find those French fries. Because they don't go in the green basket. Here we go. I don't want to get them in that green basket and then forget about them. Okay, I'm putting the go-go boot away. I like what we have. Oh, I still didn't decide on this little thing, but we have one thing spilling over. I think that's good enough. I kind of want to use this in a situation where I can use this whole background, if that makes sense, and the purse. I think it's just cute. Definitely has a retro vibe to it. Okay, so let's get to gluing. Bring back my... This part shouldn't take too long, should it? Okay, so we know that the Statue of Liberty is going down. That sounded bad, didn't it? We know that she's getting glued to the page. Because I like her there. That was like the first image that I found to go on this page, and I really like it. I just think it's funny. And it matches. And, you know, what other reasons do you need to glue something on a page? Okay, so I need to put this down because that one little spoke on her head is going to overlap this. And I do like the things to overlap. I'm sure there's some composition rule that meets that I don't know what it's called. Come on, slide down. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Come on. No, 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 no. Pull up. There we go. Nope, it fell back down, didn't it? Trying not to get my whole arm and hands and everything in this picture, but it's proving to be a little bit difficult. Awkward silence while I concentrate. Okay, I guess that little blue one's going to get cut off the top there. And there's a little piece that I would have liked it to have slid that way just a hair, but it's okay. I was trying to work in a hurry so that I didn't mess up her little hat thing. Oop. Look what I did. Look what I did. Okay, so the Milky Way bar can go down. So we have that. We have that. I think the Milky Way can go next. I thought that was so funny, though, about putting the washi in the freezer. That was just... I laughed so hard. So if you're watching, thank you for the laugh. I needed that today. Let's see. Let me make sure I have this in the right place so that it covers up. Okay. Covers everything it's supposed to cover. And it tucks where it needs to tuck. I love, this is my favorite bone folder. I mean, I have this bone folder that I score and stuff with. And then I have that little Dollar Tree one. This one is heavy. This one is, you can feel the weight of it. And I really like it. And it's that ergonomically correct, you know, because it's angled, I guess. Anyway, it's very comfortable in my hand. And it was not expensive at all. I mean, it wasn't $1 like the one from the Dollar Tree, but heck, even the Dollar Tree stuff isn't $1 anymore. Okay, trying to get that right up to that edge. There we go. Trying to make those transitions as seamless as I can. Okay. And I guess there's no reason that these two things can't go next because, oh, this is not on. Might need to trim off. I see just the slightest little sliver of white on the top of that. Sometimes it doesn't matter. Sometimes, I guess, depends on the background that it's up against. Sometimes it really stands out. So sometimes I don't see it until I put it up against a page. And then it just stands out like a sore thumb. Okay. So that can go there. Oh, we had a little, there we go. I haven't decided if I like that there or not, so I'm not going to glue it down just yet. And I think, nope, that's not next. I like that little light here, so that can get glued down. Do y'all struggle with, it takes me a minute to figure out what I want glued where. Like in what order. I just have to kind of back it out a little bit. There. And you don't even really notice the white part of that where I didn't cut it off. Okay. So that doesn't get glued on yet. These I think can get glued on, but they're kind of an afterthought, so I'm going to wait on that. This and this, I need to see if I'm going to keep that sign on or not. With making sure you're in frame, sorry. And I like clothes basket, an umbrella. And I have the sign tucked back here, but I don't know if I really like it or not. I kind of do, though. I kind of think it's funny. Okay, so that's going to really almost have to get glued on first. So that's going to be kind of tricky. I just think it adds a funny twist to the page. It's not even really the same green. I mean, it's more of a Kelly green, I think that would be called, than the other greens in the page, but it's the same color as these boots, I think. All right, umbrella, move. It's not your turn. Okay, so I'm just trying to make sure that it's tucked behind. I hope you can see. If not, I do apologize. I just wanted to make sure it was going to be tucked behind this basket of laundry, right? Or okay. And I didn't want it to cover up that pillow completely. I don't mind it overlapping, but I didn't want it to cover it up. Okay, so let me fold this. Eventually, I reuse these wax sheets. These are the ones from Sam's that I use. There's like a box of 5,000 of them or 500 or whatever it is. And I've had the same box forever and ever and ever. They're dry wax sheets. And you just pull them off. They're already cut to like the perfect size. And so I'm going to move that all the way up against the page, or the edge of the page. I didn't even cut all the way around. I could have done a much better job. Darn it. Oh, well. Darn it, darn it. So, how was your weekend? It's not the weekend anymore. Did you get to do anything fun and crafty? Okay, so this bag of potato chips can go down now. Nope. Milky Way has to go first. Okay, so maybe the Milky Way is next. So I want this bag of chips here. And I want that to overlap just a little bit. Nope. Okay, that means the chips are going to have to go up higher. I want the Milky Way right about there. Okay. That right there. Stay. Okay. But they eventually lose their wax, their like non-sticky finish. I gotta scoot just a little bit. I'm trying to glue over here on uneven ground. I've got my calendar. Eek. Yeah, I think I need to get another glue page, because I think it just pulled up. No, I think that was there. What did we have it? Like right about there, maybe? And that right about there. Does that look good to you? We can scooch it up just a hair. And take this bone folder and make sure we don't have any bubbles. I thought that was kind of neat though, because it already has the words on it, so those wouldn't have been the words that I picked for this page, but I think it's fun. I think it's fun anyway. I'm trying to think, because I definitely have to cover that, because it's just either that or it would have had to gotten pushed closer to the page. So I've got to have that right there. This puts this chip a little higher than I would like it to be. I'm just going to cut that little bit of white down just a little bit. I'm never going to get all that white off of there. I'm not even going to try. I am going to get a different glue paper though. And I'm going to use this book. Okay. I have been waiting and waiting and waiting to glue this one image down. Well, this and the Statue of Liberty. I thought that those were so cute. And, but I wanted it in just the right spot. I want, you know, do you have images that you like so much that you really just want to make sure they get in just the right page and just the right placement? Uh-oh. All right, now after all that, don't you wrinkle. All right. Okay, that didn't have to go up as high as I thought. That works. That worked out beautifully. Let me smooth this in a little bit. I thought I was going to have to run some washi down the middle, but it actually doesn't look like I'll have to now. So I do like this umbrella. I think I'm going to move it in off the page just a little bit where it overlaps all of those things. And I've got this little cup up here, or the hand holding a coffee cup. I still like that. So we're going to put that down next and hope that I don't tear it with this glue. I do that a lot, not on purpose obviously, but when it has like a little thin strip like that. Okay, I'm going to pull this down to me. Hopefully you can still see too. But that way I don't have to get all of my arms all up in your face. And we all can see. I really having fun with this. Really having fun with my journals right now too though. I'm very happy with my February journal. And that makes a big difference too. I notice if I have a journal that I'm not that fond of, it makes me not quite as eager to work in it. Oh, I wish I didn't have that bubble in there because I can see it. I don't know if you can or not, but I can see it. Okay, I just fold it on itself. Eventually the glue will dry and I can use the other side again. But eventually the wax will start to, uh-oh, yep, I think I tore it. I did, darn it. That glue stick gets so sticky. There's a huge glue ball. There we go. Just kind of having to piece it on itself. Leaving it open makes it very sticky, like gooey sticky. And I'm going to try my best to get that where it meets again. Pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Okay. That was thin. Thin things are hard. I probably should use, this one's not as sticky, but I don't always trust it. You know what I mean? Is that everything over here? Just these lights, huh? Trying to see if I'm going to need to cut down this. I didn't right here. Pardon my reaching. Let me scoot this down a little bit. I'm trying to think if that really shows enough to warrant worrying about that. Because I think that's going to be a really hard... It's going to be hard to glue unless I use like my art glitter glue, which might make it buckle. I've never used art glitter glue on a magazine page before. I did not cut it down initially because I didn't want these to get all bent up in my basket. And they definitely would have. Okay, I do like that a lot better. This one doesn't bother me, I guess, because it's just tucked in that little corner right there. But this one was bigger chunks of just plain kind of white beige paper. So it stood out a whole lot more against that washi tape. Okay, so I cut it. Now I got to figure out how to glue it. So, I do like them though. I dropped it. Okay, so if I put, pardon my reach, if I put a little bit, ooh, my fingers are sticky. I'm just trying to, it's got a glue blob right on the end here. Okay. Maybe this will work. I don't know. Have you ever used art glitter glue on a... Ooh. On a magazine image like that? Okay. Pulling it towards me here. How's that? I think it might have worked. It might have actually worked. Oop, nope. Glue the right side. Hey, there we go. I did it just kind of with the corner of the glue stick. Maybe that worked well enough. Where's my little bone folder here? I could have trimmed some of the white off of there, but I think it's all good. Oh, I haven't glued these down yet. Okay. How much time do we... Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, everything... Oh, nope. I got to decide on that. I kind of like that. What do you think? It's not a have to, but I kind of like it. Now it feels kind of naked without it. I'm not even going to attempt to cut those little white circles out. It's all okay. These still aren't my favorite, but they kind of go with it. So I'm going to go with it, if you know what I mean. All right. Yeah. I pushed too hard. Got a huge glue booger. Big one. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to have to use washi down that middle at all unless I just absolutely want to, just for effect. Cap this before I dry out my art glitter glue. Okay. Like this. Now, if I see something else, same with any Gluebook page, if I happen to see something else that just happens to work, you know, on top of it, on, you know, without tucking under something else or whatever, you know, we can always add to the page. Put my glue paper away too soon. But the things that I wanted to overlap, I definitely wanted them to overlap. So in order to do that, you kind of have to do it all at the same time. Or at least know what goes down first and what goes down, you know. Okay. Ta-da! I do like the green boots. I was really sold on those yellow boots, but that worked out perfectly. I'm glad I looked for those. Okay. If I found some more of those lights, I could keep stringing them, although I think that would interfere with that light. And yeah, I kind of like it. I don't know what the theme is exactly. I kept thinking kind of the retro and comfort food theme, but it just kind of, it doesn't have to have a definite, you know. Do I have some? Yep, I need to trim this little piece off up here. I really hated that had to get trimmed off, but it's okay. You'll never know it was there. And I think everything else is okay. That needs a little trim up, but not much. Well, I'm not even trimming. I'm trimming air. Okay. Yeah, and I think this one is okay. Yep. So look, I have 2 pages done in Leo. This one I will have to add some washi because I didn't get all the way in the crease here. But I'm certainly not going to worry about that just yet. Unless, I don't know if this would work or not. I'm not going to worry about it. What's in the past is in the past, right? But I did a better job of getting everything on the center right here. I don't think I messed up the spine any, so I'm going to, the next couple pages, I just know that I need to start one in the back here. Maybe here. I think because I used that first page on this one, they're kind of glued together. So they're starting to pull apart a little bit. And I think that's why, because I think I did a better job than it looks like of going in that ditch right there. But I really like this. What do you think? Would you add anything to it? The only place that I even remotely think that I might would be like if I found some little piece that just made sense right here. This page I think has enough on it between what was in the background and what I added. And this page, I mean, it has all kinds of background things going on. This isn't my favorite, but there was I didn't find anything that would cover it that didn't cover those 2 things, and I wanted to keep those 2 elements in there. So anyway, tell me what you think. I had fun doing it. I hope you had fun watching it, and I appreciate you watching. And I appreciate you being here. I appreciate all of your wonderful comments and all of your, you know, you watching and spending your time with me. And I hope that you're enjoying the time that you're spending with me. So, all right, that's it for now. And this one is the Milky Way page. I don't see the sense in adding any other words, right? All righty. Well, y'all have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.